Wa Guru 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 Guru Wa 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 Guru Guru Wa 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। नौनिध अमृत प्रभ का नाम, देही में इसका विश्राम। The नाम अमृत, the voice of Vaheguru, the invisible Vaheguru is within us, is within everybody. Vaheguru ji is invisible, his naam is invisible. It cannot be seen with the naked eye, but we need a guru to show us that naam. And where is that guru? That guru / Satguru is also within us in the form of light. Satgur Sikh ko naam tan de, gur ka Sikh vadpagi hai. That naam Amrit will also be given by Satguru ji. The same topic is going on about the invisible Vaheguru, invisible God, without shape, without form, above the Trigun Maya. Now, first we learned it from Guru Amardas Sache Pasha. Same thing we learned from Guru Ramdas Sache Pasha. Now we are learning it from Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Maaj Mahalla Panjwa, Kar Pehla. Topic is same. Antar Alakh Na Jai Lakhya. Kende, he is inside us. Vaheguru Ji is inside us, in everybody. But he is alakh. He is invisible. He is invisible. Cannot be seen. Now this is a question. Cannot be seen by, normally if we say, okay, we want to see Vaheguru, cannot be seen. We need somebody, some way to see what is inside us. Because this is not like a physical organ. This is not like a physical organ. You do a CT scan, you do a MRI scan, and you can see everything. No. When Maharaj is saying that he is inside us, Maharaj is talking about Sukham, the subtle body. Sukham Murat Naam Niranjan Kaya Kaka. Kende, your real body is not this physical body, because this physical body is going to perish. Your real body is the subtle body. And that Naam Amrit, that Satguru Ji is within you. That's why you cannot see it. But Vaheguru Ji, if I cannot see it, how will I believe it? This is our question. If we can't see him, how will we believe in him? What is the way to see him? Kende naam ratan le guja rakhya. Guja hunda secret. Even his naam, even his light, even his sound is like a ratan, is like a jewel, but that is also hidden. Badi vaddi gall ho gayi. Now we knew that we can meet Vaheguru through naam. But now Vaheguru Ji is telling us, Guru Arjan Dev Ji is telling us that naam is also hidden and Vaheguru Ji is also hidden. So how can we see this hidden naam? You know, people, these first two lines is breaking so many doubts of a lot of people. Because a lot of people have confusion. What is naam? Is naam Gurbani? Is naam Gurmantar? What is naam? Gurbani is telling us, when you are talking about Gurumantar, as in Vaheguru Gurumantar, that is Akhri Naam. That is a written Naam. Akhri Naam, Akhri Salah, Akhri Gyan. That is not the voice of Vaheguru. That is not how Vaheguru Ji is represented. Because Vaheguru Ji is invisible. His name is also invisible. Kagad kalam na likhan har. Manne ka beh karan vichar. ऐसा नाम निरंजन होए जेको मन जाने मन कहे. You have to experience this naam. Cannot be written on a paper. Cannot be written by a pen. No pen can be used. No paper can be used. Abang agam agochar sabte ऊंचा गुर कै शब्द लिखावणे. देखो पहला महाराज ने क्या, फर्स्ट महाराज टोल्ड अस, ना जाई लिखिया, अलख अंतर अलख ना जाई लिखिया. It cannot be found. It cannot be seen. Now Maharaj is telling us, agam agochar sabte ucha. He is agam. He is invisible. He is above our senses. Our senses cannot see it, because this is how we learn the world, right? Through our senses. With the eyes, with the ears, with the nostrils, with the taste, with the touch. This is how we learn. This is how we learn. But Maharaj is saying, agam agochar sabte ucha. He is at the highest point. But he is agam. He is a gochar. What is the way? The answer is then the next part. Gur ke shabad lakhavane. And if you want to write his name in your mastak, in your mind the invisible name, how can it be seen? Through Guru's Shabad. What is Guru's Shabad, Guru Pyareo? 14 and 30 angs of Gurbani Guru and Guru Mantar. When we will take the wisdom of Gurbani and when we will jap Guru Mantar, then it can be seen. Then our surti, our focus, our mind will go above these 9 doors. 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 1 mouth, and 2 down below for the garbage. 9 doors above. Above these eyebrows. Above. That's where we can see him. Agam agochar sabte ucha. Heavy dasta kithe. He also telling us where is it. He's giving us the location also. The geolocation also. Some people can be 5 feet. Some can be 4 feet 10 inches. Little kids can be 2 feet, 3 feet height. I'm talking about height. Some can be 6 feet. Right? But Maharaj says, based on your location, what is your highest point? Normally, where we put a knot, the hair knot, juda, on top of that. Ucha. Sab to ucha point hi hai na? And that's where it is. Put your dhyan there, you will see him. In yogic tradition, it is also called a crown chakra. We call it Dasam Dwar. In Sikhism, we call it a Dasam Dwar. In yogic sense, it is also called crown chakra. Ucha, sab to ucha, uche wala point. How? How can you reach that point? Can I just simply put my dhyan there? Maybe yes. But Maharaj says, until or unless you don't have a wisdom of Gurbani, Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Gur Kya Shabad, Gur Kya Shabad. Until you don't have Gur Mantar, Vaheguru Naam जहाज है जो चढ़े सो उतरे पार. ऊपर वाली थां ते आपां चढ़ के जाना जहाज दे थ्रू. We have to go above through this jahaz, through this ship of naam, akhri naam. कहंदे हो वारी जियो वारी कल मैं नाम सुनावणिया. लो कहंदे I am sacrifice to my Guru, my Satguru, which is inside us. In Kali Yuga, what did he did? He made me listen to the voice of Vaheguru. Kal mein naam sunavane. Unhe sunata. When we will take a wisdom of Gurbani Guru, when we will chant on Vaheguru Guru Mantar, when our thoughts will die, when our mind will be empty, then our mind will hear his voice. Our mind will hear his voice, his sound. Kalme as in Kal Yuga, in this age, in this day and age. In this day and age, it is possible to hear the voice of Vaheguru. Can they how? Vaheguru ji, how? Where can I do this practice and understand this? Sant pyare sache thare vad bhagi darshan pavane. Can they meet Sant pyare? Who are Sant pyare? Sachi sangat. The true congregation is Sant pyare. They are beautiful. Why they are beautiful? Because they have such inside them. Because Sachi sangat. Sant pyare sache thare. Their support is only Vaheguru. That congregation who only and only has a support of Vaheguru, not of a physical being. Not of a physical being. Not of any idol. not of any other thing other than Vaheguru. संत प्यारे सच्चे तारे वड भागी दर्शन पावने कहंदे fortunate are those who do this sangat, who will come in this sachi sangat. They are fortunate and they will get the darshan of Vaheguru. They will see Vaheguru. First, let's repeat it so that it goes in our head. Ho vari, jio vari, kal mein naam sunavaniya. First we hear the naam. First we hear his voice. Then when we come in Sangat and do the practice, take the wisdom of Gurbani Guru, chant in the Sangat, Sant jana mil har jas gayo, kot janam ke dukh gwayo. When we chant in the Sangat, when we sing praises in the Sangat, then what will happen? After listening to his naam, after listening to his voice, we can also see him. Vadpagi darshan pavane. Vadpagi, fortunate. The ones who are the fortunate ones, the ones who will come in the Sangat and chant. So if you're coming to the Sangat, if you are chanting in the Sangat, you are already Vadpagi. So much kirpa, so much grace. Maharaj is giving us so much grace, so much blessing. Rahao. Rahao is to pause. Maharaj is saying this whole Shabad, this whole message is going to be around this. Sant pyare sache tare vadpagi darshan pavneya. Sadak siddh जिसे क्यों फिर दे जिसे को फिर दे ब्रह्मे इंद्र ते आयन हृदय कहते all the sadhaks, does not matter which religion they belong to, all these beings who are trying to meet Vaheguru, all the seekers, sadak siddh jise ko fir de, trying to seek that one Vaheguru. Brahma Indra te ayan hirde. See, Maharaj is giving us in plural, Brahma, not one Brahman. Maharaj says there are multiple Brahmas. Brahma Indra, all these deities. Brahma Indra te ayan hirde. They are also trying to focus on Naam. They are also trying to focus on Naam. All the seekers are trying to focus on Naam. Whosoever have heard this Naam, now they are trying to put a focus. Brahma Indra te ayan hirde. Kot ke tisa khoje tako. Kende these 33 crore, which will be 33 crore will be how many millions? Let's say 300 millions. 330 millions. 330 million deities are also trying to search you. Vaheguru. Gurmil hirde gavneya. They can also chant with Guru's kripa. That Guru, that Satguruji, the light of Vaheguru, which is inside you. The outside Satguruji, Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, tell us where the inside Guru is, where the inside Satguruji is. And when we will listen to the inside Satguruji, when we will meet him, when we will see him, then we will always praise Vaheguru with his kripa, with his support in our heart. This heart is not a physical organ. Here, Hirda is also your mind. Man de naal japna. Sirf shareer naal nahi. Our body can pain, right? That's why whenever we are meditating, whenever we are doing a Simran, we have to make our body comfortable. Idea is to sit straight and do Simran. But if you cannot, don't give a pain to your body. Relax your body. Because you have to jump through mind. You have to chant through mind. Man de naal japna. 33 ਕਰੋੜ ਦੇਵੀ ਦੇਵਤੇ ਵੀ ਉਹੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ 330 million deities also, they were also trying to put a focus on Vaheguruji's voice, Vaheguruji's light. Kot te tisa khoje tako. They were also searching. They were also seekers. Brahma was also a seeker. Indra was also a seeker. Kot te tis 33 crores Devi Devtas. They were also seekers. They are the angels which are sitting in the Devlok. In the Devlok, only mind can go who has heard the Naam. If you have not heard the Naam, if you have not heard the Shabad, अगर तुसी नाम ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਵਲੋਕ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ. If you have heard the Naam, then that means now your reach is up till Devlok. ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਵਲੋਕ ਤੱਕ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਥਾਂ ਬਣ ਗਈ. You found a place in the Devlok, in the land of angels. These 33 crore Devi Devtas deities are nothing but angels. Devloka ਇਹ ਹੈ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ ਜਹਾਂ ਬਾਜੇ ਅੰਤਰ ਅਨਹਦ ਬਾਣੀ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ what is the ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ, what is the sign, what is the sign of Devlok? Where are these 33 Devi Devtas? Kende, the nishani is, sign is that their Anhat Bani is going on. So if you are listening to this Anhat Bani, this Shabad, this Naam, this cosmic sound, that means you have reached, your reach is still this Devlok. Kende, but how to, what should we do next? Can they do what Pavan is doing? Do what Tarti is doing? Do what Khani is doing? Do what Bani is doing? What is that, Guru? Guru Sahib, please explain us. Aath pehar tud jape pavana. Can they, this air element which you see, it is also, that air element is also singing praises of Vaheguru. Aath pehar. What is Aath pehar? 24 hours. 24 hours. One pehar is equal to 3 hours. 24 hours, Aath pehar. 24 hours, they are singing the praises. If your Rom Rom Simran has started, if your every cell of your body is chanting Vaheguru with Vaheguruji's Kirpa, cannot be done with the ego. It is all Kirpa, it's all blessing, it's all grace. If it is happening to you, then when you will go out, when the air is blowing, you will hear Vaheguru Simran from there. Air will be blowing, and the sound of the air outside also, you will hear Vaheguru. Aahat pehar tud jape pavana, tarti sevak payak charna. Can they, all these 5 elements are your sevaks. Even earth, even this world is your sevak. They are slave of your Naam. What is the Naam of Vaheguru? What is the feet of Vaheguru? Feet of Vaheguru, the charan of Vaheguru is nothing but Naam. Tarti sevak payak charna, khani bani sarb nivasi, sabna kੈ man bhavane. Khani. What are the khanis? Andaj, Jeraj, Setaj, Kini. There are 4 khanis. You know, Maharaj has resolved the controversy where people have in this world. Everybody thinks, oh, whether the egg came or the chicken came. Maharaj says, Andaj, Jeraj, Setaj, Kini. Utpaj, Andaj, Jeraj, Setaj, and Utpaj. There are 4 different sources. Egg, Jeraj is sperm, Then this plantation, this whole greenery, and the seepage is through the sweat, through bacteria and viruses and all. All these are different sources. And there are 3 banis. What are these 3 banis? When we chant loud, when we chant little bit in a slow voice, when we chant inside, there are 3 different banis. One loud, one little bit slow, and the third in the mind, 3 speeches. Khani bani sarb nivasi sabna ke man pavane. And you are dear for every mind, but only those minds who will understand the Shabad, who have fallen in love with the Shabad, with Vaheguru. Sacha Sahib Gurmukh Jape. Kende only the Gurmukhs will chant on Sacha Sahib, as in the true Vaheguru. Ik Oankar. Sacha Sahib Gurmukh Jape. Who is Gurmukh? The one whose face is towards the Guru, as in Gurbani Guru. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare. Gurbani kahe sevak jan mane, pratakh Guru nistare. The one who will chant Vaheguru. Sacha Sahib Gurmukh Jape, pure Gur ke Shabad Sinjape. Kende sanjog ho jayega tada. You will, when you will jap naam, you will hear to his voice also. Pure Guru di. Who is Pura Guru? Vaheguru, as in the God. Pure Gur ke Shabad Sinjape. You will hear. Jin Piya, then what you will get? You will get Amrit Ras. When you will chant, when you will listen, when you will chant, Gaviye, Suniye, Man Rakhiye Pao, what will happen? You will taste the Amrit Ras. You will taste the sweet taste will come in your tongue. Jin Piya Sei Triptase. And the moment you will hear this Amrit Ras, you will be tripat. You will be satisfied. Sache Sach Aghaneya. You'll be content. You'll be content. You will have no longer more desires. Your desires will die. Jin Piya Sei Triptase. That's why, Guru Pyareo, when we are chanting out loud, Vah Guru, Vah Guru, then we go in the Madhma, right? Then after that, when we go Antargat in a Pasanti, the 3 speeches, when we go Antargat, try to move your tongue and put your focus on the tongue. Jiba te dhyan rakho. Starting which. Slowly that tongue will also stop. But when starting, when you're doing the chanting, Antargat, when you're going inside through the mind, you're chanting, make sure your tongue is still moving. Sound is not coming out, but your tongue is moving. When you will put your dhyan, your focus on the tongue, you will drink Amrit for sure. With Vaheguru Ji's kirpa. Jin Piya Sei Tripta Se Sache Sach Agavne. And more Amrit you will drink, because this Amrit is coming from the Dasan Dwar. It was blocked by these 5 thieves, but when you chant, that blockage is going away. Is dehi andar panch chor vase kaam krodh lo moh hankara amrit lute manmukh nahi buje koi na sune pukara. First, because these 5 thieves, lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, they were blocking this Amrit. It is there. Amrit is inside you. But when you started chanting, these 5 thieves went away. The blockage went away. Now you can taste that Amrit. Jin Piya Sei Tripta Se. Now these 5 thieves will not touch you. But the moment you will stop drinking, their activity can still start again. More you will listen to his voice, Vaheguruji's voice, more Amrit you will receive. Jin piya se triptase sache sach agavane. Through the Sach, through Vaheguruji's Kirpa, your desires will be quenched. Tis kar sehja sui suhela. Tis kar sehja. Sehaj will come. See, Maharaj is giving us the signs that when we see Vaheguru, when we experience Vaheguru, what is the state of our mind? Tis kar sehja. Kar as in this sukham, this mind. Tis kar sehja. Sehaj. The peace will come. Soi suhela. That will be the true happiness. True happiness. Anand binod kare sad khela. You will be in the state of Anand. That is the real pleasure. That is the real bliss. Eating food, going out, clubs, pubs and discotheques, eating meat, all these things. They are temporary pleasures. The real pleasure, the real bliss is Naam, Amrit. That is the real bliss through the Guru, which is sitting inside you. Anand, Anand sabko kahe, Anand Guru te jane. Through the Guru, not the worldly pleasures. So tanvanta, so vadsaha, jo gur charni man lavane. That person is a tanvanta, wealthy. That person is like a king, saha. Jo gur charni man lavane, whose mind is focusing on the voice of Vaheguru. Guru de charan, the feet of Vaheguru. And man lavane, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ, he Vaheguru ji is talking about our mind, not other people's mind. Jo gur charni man lavane, that person is tanvanta. That person is wealthy. You are not wealthy because you have so much money, you have big cars, you have so many houses. No, you are not wealthy. As per Gurbani, you are not. You are not a king. If you are, you have cities and states and countries you are leading. Maybe you are a president of America, but you are not a king as per Gurbani. You are the only king and a wealthy person if your focus is always in Naam, if you are listening to the voice of Vaheguru. Another way, if you are in Hukam, you do what Vaheguruji is telling you to do. You are communicating it with Vaheguruji. It's not a one-way traffic, Guru Pyareo. Later stages, your reach to understand, because Hukam was also inside you. Hukam and Naam is one and the same thing. Hukam and Naam is one and the same thing. Once you start listening to his voice, you know what his intentions are, what his order is, what his message is, what is your duty, what is the purpose of your life. So tanvanta, so vadsaha, jo gur charni man lavane. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਲਾਤਾ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ, the one who knows what is the hukam of Vaheguru for me, why I came in this world. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪਹਿਲੋ ਦੇ ਤੈਂ ਰਿਜਕ ਸਮਾਹਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ he is taking care of you since your inception. When you came in the mother's womb, he's taking care of you since then. He's giving you a rizq. He's giving you the food in the mother's womb. This is how Vaheguruji created the whole creation. When he created the creation, he gave them the rizq with them. He took care of their shelter. He took care of their food. I was watching one video where the bird sitting on her eggs died. The bird died. And the bird, when somebody took the bird out of the nest, the eggs were still hatching. And from the eggs, the little birds, the chickens, when they came, the chicks which came out of the eggs, they were eating something, they were drinking something. Who was giving them the food? They were still flourishing. They still didn't know how to walk and talk and fly. In kavan khalawe, kavan chugave, man mein simran karya. Vaheguru is taking care of every being, not just human being, every being. Pichode te jant upaha. And they all these jants, everything you see, all these beings, you are taking care of them. Tud jevad data avarna swami. There is nobody other than you. Nobody can compare themselves with you. Vaheguruji, you are the only one. Tud jevad data avarna swami. Lave na koi lavanya. Nobody is equal to you. Even if somebody thinks they are equal to Vaheguru, they are not. They cannot do this thing. They might be the richest, they might be the king, but he is the king of kings. Jistu tutta so tudhyai. Who will remember you? What? Who will remember you? If somebody is seeking you, if somebody is remembering you, if somebody is meditating on you, it is because you are happy with them. You are pleased with them. You are pleased with them. तू टूट गया, खुश हो गया होना उत्ते. साध जना का मंत्र कमाए. कहंदे they have got the Guru mantra. They have got Guru's mantra. What does mantra literally means? Mantra, the tool of the mind. That tool where we can kill our thoughts. अपने फुरने खत्म कर सकते जिंदे ने. कहते जिदे ते तू कृपा कर देना. If you do the kirpa from a Sikhism perspective, they will go to the Panj Pyare. They will go to Panj Pyare to get a Guru mantra. To get a Guru mantra, Vaheguru Guru mantra. Everybody can chant Vaheguru Guru mantra. But if you want to own the Guru mantra, you have to go to the Panj Pyare. साध जना का मंत्र कमाए. आप कमाना पैना, सिर्फ मिलना नहीं. You are not just getting the mantra, you have to do chanting also. Every day, all the time. आप तरह सगले कुल तारे तिस दरगह ठाक ना पावनिया. They themselves will cross this ocean of fire, this Maya, this scary ocean. कहते तर जाएंगे वो आप भी तर जाएंगे. And whosoever will come in their sangat, whosoever will do their sangat, whosoever will come in the sachi sangat with them, with the Sant Jan, they will also cross this ocean and they will find a place without any obstruction in your dargah, in your court. They will sit next to you. This dargah thak na pavane. They will not get any obstruction. Germs will not come close to them. The angel of death will not come close to them. They will go beyond the Devlok. They will go beyond the Devlok. Tu vadda, tu ucho ucha. Where are you sitting? Where is this dargah now? Where is this court? Ucho ucha. Uchi thaan pe. Ucho upar, uche upar. ऊंचा नाव एवड ऊंचा होवे कोए तिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए. तू वड्डा तो ऊंचो ऊंचा. You are the greatest of great. You are at the highest point. You are the highest of the high. Highest of the high, which point? Above are 9 doors. The 10th door. Tu Beant at mucho mucha. You are everything. Mucho mucha. Sab kuch hi tu hai. You are everything. Beant. Nobody can find your limit. If somebody says, I know the limit of Vaheguru, no, you're limitless. Infinite. How kurbani tera vanja. And I am sacrificed to you. Nanak Das dasavane. And they make me your das. Make me your slave. I want to be called as your slave. That's why we always say this thing, right? People very easily say, oh, I am das and das. Das is a very high avastha. Das is the avastha of the mind which has reached the Dasanduar, which has reached the court of Vaheguru, which sit next to Vaheguru. He is the das, who is in Hukam. So, saying I am a das, don't make you das, don't make you a slave. It's all kirpa. But the first and foremost thing is to take the wisdom of Gurbani and to chant in the Sangat. How? Through Saas Gira Simran. Gaviye, Suniye, Man Rakhiye Pao. Chant from your tongue, listen from your ears. When you say Vah, tummy in, listen to your ears. Guru, tummy out, listen to your ears. Very small tummy in, tummy out, not too much. A half inch. आओ जी शुरू करिए. वाह गुरु 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 वाह Guru, Vah, 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 Guru, Vahguru, 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 Guru, Va, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. Antargat. Mind should chant, mind should listen. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਭਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ। ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਭਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ। We'll meet again with Vaheguru Ji's Kirpa tomorrow 5 p.m.